make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, 'cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough.
The following is a presentation of BFA Sports.
Number 37, Cole Snyder. That's sorted by his mom, Stacey Snyder, and dad, Richard Snyder. Number 43, Ruben Lozada. That's sorted by mom, Champagne Cruz, and family. Number 44, Matthew Collins. That's over by Angie Collins and dad, Jimmy Collins. Number 54, Brian Stankiewicz. That's over by Lauren Stankiewicz and dad, Brian Stankiewicz. Thomas Wood. That's over by mom, Danielle Diamond Wood, and grandfather, Rich Wood, and family. Number 60, Logan Kennedy. That's over by mom, Ashley Kennedy, and dad, John Kennedy. And number 79, Zaire Finney. That's over by his mom, Tanya Finney, and stepdad, Isaiah Jones. Next we have the senior members of the cheer team, beginning with Olivia Barry. That's over by mom, Martha Barry, and dad, David Barry. Next is Riley Beck. That's over by dad, Jeff Beck, and stepmom, Jen Beck. Next cheerleader named Lonnie Cadigan. That's over by dad, Darryl Kennedy, and mom, Natalia Bowen. Next is Sophia Connors. That's over by mom, Danielle Connors, and dad, Joseph Connors. Alexis Davey is escorted by mom, Monica Davey, and dad, William Davey. Haley Gavinelli is escorted by mom, Tyra Gavinelli, rallies. Vienna Hares, that's for the Mount Julie Hare dad, Chris Hare. Giovanna Galligani is escorted by mom, Dana Galligani, and dad, Marcelo Galligani. Kendall Hand is escorted by mom, Ricky Hand, and dad, George Hand. Kira Johnson is escorted by mom, Michelle Capps, and dad, Jeff Capps. Bryce MacArthur, escorted by mom, Kendall MacArthur. Elena Sorrow, escorted by mom, Ramona Sorrow, and dad, Joseph Sorrow. And finally, Alexis Smith, escorted by mom, Serena Smith, and dad, Andrew Smith. And now our senior band members, starting with Ava Bjork. Escorted by mom, Amy Bjork, and dad, Jeff Bjork. Next is Cameron Johnson. Escorted by mom, Suzanne Johnson, and dad, Jared Johnson. Next is Taras Betuk, escorted by dad, Andre Betuk, and mom, Leopold Betuk. Emma Gayevsky Gray is escorted by mom, Chrissy Johnson, and dad, Larry Gray. Jared Gonzalez is escorted by dad, Pabs Gonzalez. Jackson Staines, escorted by mom, Christina Staines, and dad, Brian Staines, Sr. Josh Gayu is escorted by mom, Christina Gayu, and dad, Michael Gayu. Xander Bovio is escorted by mom, Pamela Bovio, and dad, Brian Bovio. Ether Chahetsky is escorted by mom, Ron Chahetsky, and dad, Christopher Chahetsky. And finally, Jace Rhodes, escorted by mom, Wendy Rhodes. And now, the senior members of the dance team, starting with Soleil Young, escorted by mother, Shannon Broderick, and sister, Sienna Young. Michaela Delgado, escorted by mom, Teresa D. Camilo and father Alberto Delgado. Caitlin D. Felice, that's our parents, Jennifer and Nick D. Felice. Morales Hernandez, that's our mother, Daisy Guzman and sister, Maria Hernandez. Riley Magucci, that's one of our parents, Pamela and Brian Magucci. Kendra Michelle, that's one of our mom, Marie Burtis and cousin, Chantel Joseph. Eve Stanford, that's one of our parents, Victoria and Sean Stanford. Nayana Taylor, that's one of our parents, Nicole and Anthony Parker. And finally, Toriana Waits, that's one of our mom, Casey Malcolm and brother, Liam Malcolm. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the senior football players, cheer team members, marching band members, and dance team members.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
Want to know why no one outpizzas the Hut? Pizza Hut meat lovers' melts are filled with almost a half a pound of meat and cheese for just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. That's why no one outpizzas the Hut. I do it big. With the Pizza Hut Big Dinner Box, however you want a dinner, we got you covered. Big time. I do it big. The Big Dinner Box. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings or pasta. Oh, hello.
Check it out.
Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable, cheesy bites pizza in Ranch Lovers Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites Pizza in new Ranch Lovers Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sunset.
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom! No!
And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only at Pizza Hut.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
The new crafted flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New crafted flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only from Pizza Hut.
Football League Classic Division matchup features the Crusaders of Delsea High School against your Williamstown
of homecoming and senior night here on a crisp night in Monroe Township. Big one tonight. Delsea's in town. The Braves looking for 3 in a row as they take on the Delsea Crusaders. I'm Chris Lozzi along with Mike Shute as usual here. It's a little chilly night tonight here in Williamstown. Perfect for football. Let's start with the Braves. They are looking for win number 3 in a row, and around these parts, that's something that they've been used to.
Yeah, for sure. And, the fact that they've been getting better each week, Chris, that's the key, right? They've been getting better each week, improving upon things, cutting down on the penalties, smarter play, more disciplined play, right? And also, I think you've seen a little bit more diverse offense as this has gone on.
There was an article in, I think it was Glory Days, and our good friend
Sully.
Yeah, you want to say it? Give him some plug.
Our
right?
boy Sully.
All right. So, and he had said that, is Williamstown back? Are they for real? I think we'll maybe get closer to an answer tonight.
Well, when you look at NJ.com and the West Jersey Football League rankings, that's every division throughout the whole West Jersey Football League, which of course runs up to Mercer County all the way down to the shore. Williamstown's cracking the top 20, Chris, at number 19 now at that 3-4 mark. So they've certainly made an impact. They've certainly shown to South Jersey and to the coaches and the media that, hey, they're climbing back. They're on their way.
I think it's obvious that they believe in what's going on in the quarterback position. Tyson Foreman each week, and I say it ad nauseum, but he's getting better each week. Hasn't had a turnover in 2 weeks.
No, and, he's showing that he can make good decisions. He's running when he has to, making good throws, very minimal turnovers. I mean, just 3 interceptions all season, Chris. That's a good number, for a sophomore that's coming in as the starter for the first time. So I think you got to say that he's really excelled there. He's 51 completions in 91 attempts, 594 yards. So he's getting it done with the arm and with the legs.
Jason Volpe, second-year coach at Delsea, he brings his Crusaders in. They also have a 3-4 record, but on the division side, they have 2 wins. Williamstown's still looking for their first one.
One win, actually. Yeah, one win. They beat Timber Creek a couple weeks ago, Thursday, September 25th, a 21-6 win over Timber Creek, which put them at 3-2. But they're in the midst of losing 4 of their last 5, Chris, with just 28 points scored in the last 5 games. So certainly the Delsea offense needs to get rolling a little bit more. They've had their struggles. They've also played some tough teams, losing at Holy Spirit last weekend, 45-7, losing at home to Millville the week before, 22-0, that Timber Creek win. They also had 2 losses prior, losing 2 division games back-to-back to Kingsway and Washington Township. So that's why they are standing at 1-2 in the West Jersey Football League Classic Division.
You saw the coin toss. Williamstown won. They deferred. So we'll get to see that defense first. And again, Mike Seidenberg has this defense playing pretty well. Some key 4th down stops last week. They've got some momentum coming into this one.
The guys are flying to the football. They're making tackles. And I think what we saw early in the season against teams like Seneca and Shawnee, where they had trouble getting to the hole and blocking things up, clogging things up, and getting kind of out-muscled, they've kind of turned the tables on that. Now they're the ones kind of flexing the muscle. They're the ones on the front foot, so to speak. And they've done a great job defensively, which is really a big reason why they're ahead. They have a 2-game winning streak and have a chance, Chris, to get to 500 at this point in the season for the first time since 2021.
And about Delsea, again, coming in at 3-4, they run the ball and run the ball and run the ball. Is that something that they've stayed with this year?
Yeah, I mean, that's the MO for Delsea, right? That's always been a thing. You look at the numbers, they've only thrown the ball 33 times this season, and that's amongst 3 different passers, most of which have come off the arm of Mike Gebhard, 12 for 28 on the season for 173 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I'm sorry, Milo Gebhard, I should say, not Mike. And Milo also is the team's leading rusher with 311 yards. So he's kind of the do-it-all back, and they rely on him a lot right now to kind of get the offense going. But they've struggled a little bit of late. Again, as I said, just 28 points in their last 5 games.
Here come the Braves. Talked to Frank Fusatola before the game. I saw him in the field house today, and all he said to me was, we're doing better, aren't we? And I said, make football fun again. So Braves looking for 3 in a row, and they even their season record, and it's against their rivals, the Delsea Crusaders. And we'll have the kickoff next on BFA.
Check it out.
Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable Cheesy Bites pizza in Ranch Lover's Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites pizza in new Ranch Lover's Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom!
And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only at Pizza Hut.
Williamstown and senior night, everybody out onto the field for the national anthem tonight. We pause for that.
As we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem by the Williamstown High School Marching Braves.
The familiar refrain as the team and the roster and everybody goes over to the crowd here at the Chop House to serenade. So as the band makes its way off the field, officials gathering at midfield, and we're getting ready. A beautiful night for football. Right now, temperature 58 degrees. It's just, there we are. Say hi. See us there from the booth? Just a beautiful night for football. And again, for the Braves, they're coming in hot. They've got a 2-game winning streak. They've been more disciplined. As you said at the top, the mixture of running from Trey Alexander and Tyson Foreman, some timely throws when he needs to. They have been a more complete football team.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's why they've kind of turned the corner here and have started to win some football games. They're doing it on both sides of the ball, but I guess really the key is the defense. I mean, they're stopping teams, and really I think it kind of all started back. It probably all started back in that loss. I think, Chris, even though they lost the game against Washington Township, they did some good things in that game where they took some punches, but they they kind of held serve with Washington Township a bit and didn't allow them. They'd gotten into the red zone a few times, and I think Williamstown stopped them a couple times in there, and it kind of proved to them, like, hey, we can, okay, we may be outclassed this week, but they took some things forward, and then, did a great job the week after to pick up the win in that victory against Rancocas Valley on the road, right? And they made some big stops in that game. And then, of course, last week, the same thing. Some key stops in the red zone despite turning the ball over. So they're really hanging in there and doing what they have to do to win ball games. And that's really all you can ask from a young team. And Coach Fusatolo has been building them up each week, and they're just getting better and better. It's been a pleasure to watch the evolution this year.
Packed house as usual tonight, and Cole Snyder gets it underway, and it's a deep kick, and it's taken back at the 5-yard line by Hart. And it'll get out to the 25-yard line. So as you mentioned, even though Delsea does have a heavy running attack, by the way, it was Nashir Hart, sorry about that. And now out comes the offense. And Luke Van Auken, he'll get the ball a lot. He wears number 11.
He's their top receiver, Chris. He's got 5 catches on the season for 94 yards. So he's tops in catches and yards. So that tells you how much they throw the ball, right? He's their top receiver, number 11. Look for him, though, all night. He comes out of the tight end spot and really was kind of a basketball player that has developed into a really good football player.
Gebhardt opens at quarterback, and I guess it was a snap that was fumbled right off the bat, recovered by Gebhardt, so no gain. Ball at the 35-yard line, and a 2nd down and 10 coming up.
That Van Auken, number 11, we mentioned, 1 touchdown reception this year, 1 of 3 touchdowns passing that Delsea has scored this year. Van Auken committed to UConn, though, Chris, for football. Despite, like I said, he kind of started out in his younger days as more of a basketball player and has really evolved into a really good football player. And he's going to be a Division I player. So kudos to him for rising to the occasion and learning a new game.
They run right side. Gebhardt cuts it back. Got room on the far side, and he's off down the sideline. As Zaraku chasing him, still chasing him, and they catch him inside the 10-yard line. Big gain early on for Delsea.
Quan able to make the tackle, the touchdown-saving tackle there, but this is the MO that you're going to get from Delsea, right? They just pound and try and run it on you. And you see there, they got a little seam on the outside, and Gebhardt was able to stay in bounds, get it way down there inside the 5. Looks like 1st and goal at about the 3.
62-yard run and 1st down. Gebhardt under center, handoff Shepard, and no signal yet. He's not in. Marked down just short of the goal line. It'll bring up 2nd down and that much for Delsea.
Good penetration from the Williamstown defense there to get the stop. But again, he picked up almost all 3 yards, just a few inches shy of the goal line.
I'm actually calling it off the monitor right now. People are standing right in front of us in the booth. Excited, see if that defense can come up with a stop here. 2nd down, goal. Can't touch him, and they don't. Gebhardt piles in, touchdown Delsea. Just like that, there's your 4-play, 65-yard touchdown drive, and Gebhardt pushes in from 1 yard out, and early on, Delsea's got the lead.
And you said, can't touch him, obviously, and they did not. Gebhardt just followed on the left of the center there. It looked like the left guard kind of paved the way for him. He just followed in. So for Milo Gebhardt, the quarterback, listed as the quarterback, but really he's basically a running back that just takes direct snaps. That's his 8th rushing touchdown of the season.
Not the start you're looking for if you're Frank Fusatolo, and Cordero adds the extra point. And all of a sudden, don't blink, it's 7-0, just underway tonight here in Williamstown.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New Crafted Flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only from Pizza Hut.
No one out cheeses, out meats, out supremes, Out-crusts or out-stuffs the Hut? Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
So early on, a shocker. The Crusaders get the opening kickoff, get a 62-yard run. Quarterback Milo Gephardt. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And that's the story. It's 7-0. Frank Fusatola, head coach here, of course. I was at the aptly named field house, which is named after Frank. And got a chance to talk to the kids a little bit. And they're buying into the system. There's no question about that.
And it's certainly, you could see it in the numbers. I mean, they're winning 2 in a row and really being competitive in every game. It's certainly the case.
I think the word is out not to kick it in any way, shape, or form to Kaishim Prunty, and it's down up front. Williamstown will have it first down outside the 20-yard line.
But we all know, there he is, number 1, Prunty.
You'd agree with that one, right?
We all know about the electric aspect of his games. Dougie Bennett recovered the bouncing kickoff there for Williamstown. And they'll start with decent field position at their own 34.
The word is out. So, as Mike mentioned, from the 34, it's a first down for Tyson Foreman and the Braves. From the shotgun, short carry up the middle off the left side. Trey Alexander, second down and long. In that article that Sully wrote, he mentioned the emergence of Trey Alexander. Of course, he was one of the featured, you mentioned that last week, he was one of the featured South Jersey football stars to watch. And he didn't disappoint last week. That's what he does here. Carney's going to get it on the sweep. Nope, they fake it instead. Foreman is only able to get a yard. And a big 3rd down and 6 coming up here for not only the Brave offense, but the Delsea defense, because they've got all the momentum right now as they are ahead early on.
And you wonder sometimes, you don't wonder, but I mean, I've heard over the years talking to different players, like senior night, right? Sometimes it's hard to get that start to the game. You've got the emotion of, being out there on the field to begin with, and you're realizing it's the beginning of the end, right? It's your last game, maybe on this field. So there's a lot of things that go into it, and I think that does take its toll emotionally on kids, and they sometimes do get off to a little bit of a slow start.
This is Carney in a cutback and only manages to get to the 40-yard line as Delsea is able to make the stop. Cooper Mulhern, the junior, made the tackle after only a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And it'll be a John Boisron punt. You look down, of course, you see from being senior night, see all the parents here, and this is always a good experience, especially, I had a chance to talk to many of the parents going back here in Williamstown as Boisron's punt is away, and that's a fair catch at the 30 by Gephardt.
And that's the one thing, he kind of does a little bit of everything, does Gephardt. So, now he's getting the word from the coaching staff here on how they're going to attack this second drive of the game. You see he's got the wristband with all the plays. So he's tuned in on special teams, on offense. And he's probably the kind of guy, I didn't notice he was out there to start the game on defense, but he's also the kind of guy that's going to contribute on that side of the ball as well.
Junior, he's got one more year to go for Jason Volpe. And from the 30-yard line, first down. Handoff up the middle. 3, no, it's a keeper. Sorry about that. They do that a lot, and they've done that ever since Sal Marchese was here. And, of course, he's now on the other sideline helping out Frank Fusatola on the Braves staff.
Actually, Sal got hired by St. Joe's.
Oh, that's right.
St. Joe
That's
Academy.
Right. That's right. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah. Just, a couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
I think,
yeah,
formally.
Forgot all about that.
So, but when he came back last year to Delsea as an assistant, things kind of turned around for them, and that's when they went on that run and got into the postseason.
Second down, handoff up the middle. Only a couple yards. Third down. That was Adrian Shepard on the carry.
Not a lot of room there. Good job by the Braves to clog things up. And it'll be third and about 6, it looks like.
You know, to say that when you talk about Delsea, they say they got to get the running game going, and that's their lifeline.
Right.
If you stop their running attack, then they really don't have much of a passing game. Not dissimilar to the RV game 2 weeks ago. Third down, and it's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Braves, and they're going to get it. Lozada inside the 30. What do you call him? Johnny on the spot? Watch this.
Lozada
How do you wanna
scooping it
measure
up.
that?
Yeah, Lozada getting the scoop, but give the credit to Dyer Simpson. I'm not sure if it was Dyer, but 51 came up. I think it's Dyer Simpson. 51 came up and made the play. Really disrupted things. Looked like Gebhardt was going to pitch it on an option, and as he started to kind of go into that motion, the hit dislodged the ball, and Williamstown takes over prime position here inside the 30 as we're midway through quarter number 1.
I think you're right. It was 81, actually, Dyer Simpson. He's 81 on the roster. Anyway, great field position for Foreman and the Braves at the 27. And Alexander looking for some room. He's able to get a couple. Get inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 3. Second down. You just can sense it here that opening score just kind of really took the wind out of everybody's sails here. Rather quiet, only halfway through the first quarter. See if the Braves can get something to energize this crowd. It's a handoff, second down. Alexander, left side, got a couple more. And down to the 23-yard line.
That's a good tackle there. I couldn't see the number who made the play, but reached out and just kind of grabbed Trey from behind, just enough to slow him down and got some help. We'll get another peek here and see if we can see who it was up in the middle that kind of reached out and made the grab. 56, it looks like, in there for Delsea. So a nice job by the linebacker coming up and making that play.
Jaden Reyes, Jr. Third down, 5. Big down here. Foreman caught behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going no place. Great penetration by the Crusader defense. Luke Van Auken got in there first. You can't miss him, number 11. He's on both sides of the ball.
And he's 6'7", so you certainly can't miss him. He's huge. He has, I think, a team-high 3.5 sacks this season, too. So he's getting penetration. We'll get another look at it here. He just came through, and look at that, right from the get-go. Actually, he was in there, had a little help from the right-hand side, too. But Van Auken certainly in there, in on the play. Looked like maybe it was 12 who came in from the other side and got in there as well, Cooper Mulhern.
Nobody bought the fake, did they, Mike?
No.
Here we go, 4th and 10. Possession play for the Braves. Foreman rolls out, he's going to run. Can he get there? He will, first down.
Another good decision from Foreman. I really, he saw the opening and took off and went.
Or did he? They're going to bring the sticks out. He needed the 17-yard line. It looked like he got there. You tell me at home.
Ooh, that's close. Just at a glance, it looked like maybe he was at the 18.
They're going to bring the chains in, and from where that ball is spotted, I don't think they have a first down. Because they needed, this drive started at the 27-yard line.
I mean, it looked like he stepped out at the 18 from that angle, but it's hard to see.
Here we go.
Did he stretch the ball out?
Let's see what we got.
Frank's taking a close look.
And he got it. by that much.
So really, if you look at the chains, they weren't quite to the 27. It was just shy of the 27, and they did get just enough to get it. Wow.
So when you start a new series, we're always going to put the ball in what we call a tick line, which is those little lines. So then we tell the crew any part of that line is a first down. So you can see they just got it to the 17-yard line, which is a first down. So a good spot. Braves get what they needed, a conversion on fourth down, and the drive continues. We're down to 4:25 to go and running here in the first quarter tonight on BFA. Chris Lozzi, Mike Shute, BFA Sports crew here for Braves football. First down, it's a handoff up the middle, and the Delsea defense is just swarming over the running attack, and they're just not allowing anything.
Yeah, keeping things tight, not giving up much not many holes opening up here on the offensive line in the early going for the Braves. And the last play, really, when you think about it, right? Foreman was back to pass. It was a passing play that he turned into a run.
It might be time to put it in the air. So a 2nd and 9 now for the Braves. Foreman with Alexander to his right. Foreman setting up, throws, and incomplete. But, you know, sometimes that's a good situation because for the Braves, at least it opens up that Delsea defense to the pass.
Right, for sure. That's what you need to do. You need to mix it up here. Don't be heavy one or the other, right? Mix it up, show a couple different things, keep them guessing.
We understand that we apologize for some video difficulties that you may be experiencing watching the game tonight. It's a little choppy video. I know that we're working on that, and we'll let you know when that's been fixed. Third down, Foreman on the roll, near side to the end zone, and incomplete. Prunty wants a flag, won't get it. And fourth down, and now I think you bring Snyder out.
We'll see what the decision is here. Let's take a peek, though, what happened on this play. Looked like Foreman had some time as he rolled right. He's not really under too much pressure. Just a little traffic and a pretty good play by the defender there as well.
So they're going to bring Snyder out. It's going to be key to get some points here.
It's going to be about a 33-yarder.
You sound like you do stats. This one from the right hash for Snyder from 33, and he did not get it. Just under the bar, incomplete. No good kick, and Delsea will start at the 20-yard line. Here it is again.
Yeah, just wide to the left. He had enough leg, I think, Chris. Just missed it wide to the left. So, a tough break for Williamstown there, but Delsea takes over at its own 20, so you're not giving up, really good field position or anything. It's
an empty trip.
Yeah, it's an empty trip, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. I mean, you didn't turn it over. They're not starting at midfield. You're giving them the ball back at their own 20, and now it's incumbent upon the defense to get a quick 3 and out here.
And Fernandez is to the far side. On first down, do a run off the right side, and that's a gain of about 2. To the 22-yard line, Gephardt again on the keep. One thing, again, Delsea does often is the running game will come directly from the quarterback.
And we'll see if they try and make a little change here. I saw one player check in, one check out, so we'll see if they're going to mix things up here a little bit for the Crusaders. You see Van Auken coming over to the left here. Looks like they're a little bit heavy to the left side.
Second down, instead they go up the middle. This is a handoff.
Shepard again, yeah.
Getting out to the 25-yard line. So 3rd down and 5, and another key play for the Brave defense to try to get the offense back on the field. They trail 7-0. We've got 2:20 to go here in the first quarter.
So we mentioned Gebhardt is the leading rusher on the team with 311 yards, but Shepard actually has the most carries this season coming into today with 55, and he's piled up 221 yards. So the Crusaders have 5 different players with 100 yards or more on the ground. So they do mix it up, and they do have some depth back there in the backfield.
They're going to pitch it to the far side, Nasheer Hart. And it should be enough for a first down as Raku and it's like Alexander push him out of bounds. Maybe it was Elliott.
But that was a good play for Delsea, right? They got the ball carrier, they got him in motion, so he's already moving, and he's able to make the catch of the pitch and then keep his momentum going forward. So he's already, got a little bit of a leg up there, right? Because he's already moving. Isn't there some kind of physics thing? Isaac Newton, something that's in motion is going to stay in motion? Something like that?
I know for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. I know that. Handoff up the middle. 82.
And a late flag.
And a late flag comes in. And one thing about this crew, they clamp down and they do throw flags.
After the play, personal foul, necessary roughness, defense number 24, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Do you see that? Now, if we can run that one again, I mean,
unless somebody pushed 54 into
tapped
him.
Watch
54 White come flying in.
Watch Elijah Lewis right here. That was an unsportsmanlike. Wow. Well, we said it at the top that discipline was important. You can't do that, especially when you're having a problem stopping the run. So a first down now following the 15-yarder. And they've stopped the clock. Jason Volpe has called a timeout. We'll take it with him. Under a minute to go in the first on BFA.
First timeout of the first half with 2 remaining.
Well, I guess we're not out, so I guess we'll stay here. There's Lozzi, Mike Shute, 54 seconds left, first quarter. You see the score. Delsea 7, Williamstown nothing. And the keys to the game that I talked to Coach Frank about, and that was one of them, is going to rear its ugly head. You've got to be disciplined. Whether they're justified or not, you cannot afford to have dead ball personal fouls against you. That's the 7th one this year against this team.
And the thing about that one was, that was the old, hey, the second guy always gets caught, right? It seemed like 54 White came flying in there and kind of created the contact, and then the reaction is, oh, I don't like that, I'm going to shove you back, and then that's where you get the flag, right?
Well, it wasn't much there, but again, it's don't leave it in their hands. It's like it's like the guy that's got 2 strikes on him, right? Don't leave it up to the umpire. So
says the umpire.
Says the umpire. Yeah. But I'm not in that capacity tonight. Ball is at the Delsea 49, following the Delsea timeout. It's first down for the Crusaders. Motion again. Gebhardt keeps, and Gebhardt gets into Brave territory with a gain of 4 yards.
I think Delsea fortunate there, Chris, if we get another peek at that play. Gebhardt took a step back first and bumped into the running back. See there? 22 ran into 1, and then it looked like, that ball could have popped loose. So they kind of got lucky there that Gebhardt was able to withstand that unexpected bump and not lose the football.
2nd and 6. And they will have to run this play. See, we have, by the way, another addition to the BFA Sports graphics design department. We've got a play clock. See that right there? Which means that they're going to have to get it off. Look at that. See the red draining down? Look at that. Like a gas tank.
Wow.
Good stuff there. Shepard, right side. He's tripped inside the 45, and he will be short. We'll come back with a 3rd down and short for Delsea when we start the second quarter. After 1 tonight, Delsea 7, Braves nothing on BFA.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Check it out.
Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable Cheesy Bites pizza in Ranch Lover's Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites pizza and new Ranch Lover's Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
So let's pause and recap and tell you the offensive highlights. There you go. 7-0 is the score. Delsea in front. We start the second quarter. The Crusaders got the benefit of a 62-yard run from scrimmage by their quarterback, Milo Gebhardt. 2 plays later, he pushed it into the end zone, and that has been it. A missed field goal by the Braves, and that's where we are. And we come back to action with a 3rd down and 4 for the Crusaders at the Brave 44-yard line. They're closing Mike Shute. Let me introduce you first.
The 62-yard run by Gebhardt, as we introduce myself, Mike. Hi, nice to see you. Shake my hand, Chris. Good to see you. But that's the longest play from scrimmage of the year for Delsea this year, the run by Gebhardt that set up the touchdown. So they got a big play, and that's going to be kind of, I think, the theme of the night, right? Limit the big plays, get some yourself, and maybe you can pull this one out.
Mulhern was in the backfield leading the way, and it's a 1st down carry inside the 40 for Shepard. Is there a flag down? There is a flag down. It's Mike Walker, the referee, and of course he is mic'd. And we got nothing. Everybody reacted like there was a flag, but there is none. So 1st down at the 40. It was a towel. Somebody confused it. I heard flag in my ear, but when I looked out, I didn't see a flag. Did you?
I guess it was just that towel over there that somebody must have saw.
Hernandez in motion. He gets the pitch left side, turns the corner. 1st down, and then Prunty plants him for the gain of about 12. And another 1st down for Delsea. They're at the Brave 28.
Prunty, big hit there to stop that run. But again, as you said, 1st down. Right over there in front of, from NJ.com, Kevin Minnick over there from the media angle. I mentioned Kevin a couple weeks ago getting inducted into the Gloucester County Sports Hall of Fame, which I think that's coming up, or is that this weekend? No, a couple weeks. Tuesday, October 28th is that. Reminder, Williamstown's own Curtis Tribbett, a former quarterback and cornerback, is getting inducted that night as well. Kevin Murphy, the AD from Washington Township, is in that mix.
Saw him. Yeah, we saw him 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Handoff left side, and right now the Braves cannot stop this Delsea running attack. Off the left side. That's Hernandez. That's a gain of 13 more. And a 1st down. They're down to the Brave 17-yard line.
A former Delsea athlete's getting put in the Gloucester County Hall of Fame, Sports Hall of Fame that night, too. It's Brian Dobzhansky, the former baseball player who was taken in the 2015 MLB draft by the Cardinals. And he was also a 2-time state wrestling champ. So, you know, some good stuff coming out of Gloucester County. But cool to see Kevin over here tonight. He and I used to be colleagues at the Courier Post back in the early late 2000s, early 2010s.
Handoff up the middle and 1st down from the 18-yard line. Yes, that's Hernandez. No, that was Shepard. He got 2 to the 16. 2nd down and 8.
It's really interesting how Delsea does have some depth in the backfield, though. I mentioned you've got 5 guys over 100 yards rushing. They've also got 4 guys with 30 or more carries.
Another one up the middle, and this one's stuffed. Elijah Lewis was in there. Lozano's on the ground. And Ezeraku was first mentioned tonight. This Aiden Ezeraku mention brought to you by the Dallas Cowboys.
I like how they've added the little bit of a nickname in there. Aiden Easy Ezeraku.
Where's Dallas this weekend? Donovan, tell us where you're at this weekend. You know?
I don't. I don't. I know.
Anybody know
I do know they lost to Carolina
They
last
did.
week, so that's really.
So life is good.
Sorry, Donovan.
Yeah. So
Sorry about your luck.
You, but you know, they're down 7 at the 15-yard line, and a whistle, and I guess it's another timeout for the Crusaders.
Calls timeout.
It was Cooper Mulhern that was under center in that formation. So Delsea's down to 1 timeout left. What do you got?
Should have known. That's right. They're playing the Washington Commanders this week. That's the big 4:25 game this week on Fox, I think. So Tom Brady will be there.
You won't.
No.
So I don't care then. You're not going to be there. It doesn't mean anything. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's coming to Philly the following week when the Eagles play the Giants. The A crew for Fox is going to be on that game. Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady. I assume Kevin will be there. I mean, the World Series can be roaring too, and I know he does some double duty.
Studio.
So yeah,
It depends on who's in it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. I think it'll be the Dodgers. So that won't work. If it's the Dodgers in Seattle, you won't see Kevin Burkhardt. And you won't see Joe Davis either. 9:02 to go, second quarter. 2 timeouts that Delsea has taken. They have a 7-0 lead and a 3rd and 7 staring them in the face here at the Brave 15-yard line. And they have a grand total of 0 pass attempts tonight, which is
and that's pretty common.
Yeah, which is why we're at what? 7:35 time of day and already 3 minutes into the second quarter on a 7:05 kickoff.
I mean, you look at the numbers. They've only thrown it 33 times all season through 7 games. So, I mean, you're talking about 5 attempts a game. So they don't really put it up.
End around Hernandez to the 20, and he was caught from behind. It'll be short of the marker by about 2. And 4th down is coming up, and Van Auken comes in from the sideline, along with Mulhern. 4th down, and that's a long 2.
At the 10.
They need the 8-yard line. Can the Braves get a stop here on defense? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 up in the box for the Braves. Handoff left side and a cutback. And believe it or not, Shepard is going to get close to the goal line, but he didn't get in. He'll get the 1st down, though. They've already blown it dead.
Yeah, he wound
so
up
he
in.
won't get in the end zone.
He wound up in the end zone, but I think he got forward progress down to the 2, and that's a great play call, right? Everything that you see tells you Delsea's going to just slam it right down the middle, and they bounce it outside to Shepard smartly, and he picks up the 1st down. Looks like they're going to give him forward progress to the 3, perhaps, Chris. It's maybe, yeah, it's just inside the 4. So call it the 3. Actually, now they just moved the box to the 3. So it is at the 3.
They'll have to pick the ball up then.
Yeah, he's going to move it back.
Shute.
Yeah, he's going to move it back.
All right, at the 3, 1st and goal. Mulhern was moving before the snap, and I think they're going to get him.
And it was funny because he was trying to hold on there, and he just kind of fell forward. There you hear the call by our official. So you'll have 1st and goal back at the 8 now for the Crusaders. But if we can look at it again, you'll see the one player just starting to fall forward. See him right there?
The tightrope? Cooper Mulhern. You made the highlight reel, my friend. So the ball is now back at the 8. And 1st and goal, and it's Gephardt under center. Handoff up the middle, and still going, and into the end zone. Shepard, touchdown, Delsea. From 8 yards out, and Delsea increases their lead tonight.
And I think when you look at this game, Chris, as we're seeing it develop in front of us, you know, you looked at the 2 teams, you saw the records, right? Each team 3 and 4. You saw Delsea 1 and 2 in the division versus Williamstown 0 and 2 in the division. But it's a game of matchups, right? And right now, Delsea's winning those matchups. The running game that they are bringing to the table is strong right now. And it's something that Williamstown hasn't seen for a couple weeks, really, a strong running game like that, right? The last time they had it was against Shawnee and against Seneca. So it's been a couple weeks since they've seen a team that has a real full-blown attack like this.
So the extra point that was blocked, you saw the whistle before. So it was a false start on Delsea, so they'll have to try it again, this time from the 8-yard line. Now Cordero will try your garden variety 25-yard extra point.
Just a little bit shorter than the field goal attempt that Williamstown had earlier.
Yeah, this one blocked. So the special teams, it looks like it was Azuraku who came in there. We'll take a look at it and we'll go to break. 13-0 Delsea, 7:18 to go in the second.
Check it out.
Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable, cheesy bites pizza in Ranch Lover's Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites Pizza and new Ranch Lover's Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom!
And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only at Pizza Hut.
An 8-yard touchdown run here in the second quarter by Adrian Shepard to go along with a 2-yard touchdown run by Milo Gephardt first. And that's all the scoring tonight. There's a look at the Chop House. 13-0 Delsea. In a game that the Braves really felt and still can feel that they can be competitive in this football game, come up with something, but right now they cannot solve that Delsea running attack. And a squib kick from Cordero is down at the 40-yard line.
So you see that, the Delsea philosophy tonight is pound the rock, run the ball, keep the clock moving, and they're really trying to keep the ball out of the hands of the Williamstown playmakers. They're kicking the ball short on the ground. They don't want Prunty touching the ball on the kickoff. So you can kind of get a feel for what they're trying to do here. They're just trying to control the ball and control the game. And so far, that strategy's worked well for a quarter and a half for Coach Jason Volpe and his Crusaders.
And so Volpe will trade as we have guess what? Volpe's called his last timeout.
He did it, though, because they had some miscommunication with players in the field. They initially had too many guys on. Somebody ran off, but I think they still had too many on. So he wanted to make sure he had everything in order here. They're trying to keep the ball out of the electric players' hands for Williamstown. They're trying to control the clock, and in this case, they don't want to give them any free yards either, right? That was why that timeout was there. Not giving up that penalty was more important than anything to him right there.
That's the trade-off, too, because you either kick it to Prunty deep and risk getting burned that way, or you give the Braves the ball to 40, which is also excellent field position, and Volpe obviously opted for the latter. So that's why Tyson Foreman and the Brave offense will start at their 40-yard line. They trail 13-0, halfway through the second quarter tonight on BFA. First down, Williamstown. Foreman keeps, comes near sides, got some room. Cuts it back, and a good open field tackle by Gephardt after a gain of 3.
And that's what I was talking about earlier about Gebhardt, right? You see him out there on special teams. You see him out there. Actually, obviously we've seen him at quarterback, and now you see him there making a really nice tackle in the open field, holding that to just a gain of 3 yards.
So second down. After a gain of 3, as Mike said, and 7 at the 43-yard line. Long halftime today, by the way. Carney in motion, play fake, screen set up. Quan underneath, 2 cutbacks, cross midfield, and that's good enough for a Brave first down to the Delsea 49-yard line. Stops the clock momentarily with 6:25 to go.
But this is what Williamstown needs to do. They need to attack in a variety of ways. You can't be one-dimensional against this Delsea defense because they'll swallow you up in the run game, I think. But if you can keep them guessing, mix it up, throw the ball, run the ball, you're certainly, going to have a chance to really throw them off and not have them know what's coming at them.
It's Carney in motion. Fake. Foreman up the middle with room. Tyson inside the 35, the 30. Foreman down inside the 20. He's at the 17-yard line. And a big gain for the Braves, and boy, did they need that.
And see, the misdirection is what made that happen, right? You mentioned the handoff, the fake handoff that did not happen, and then Foreman keeps it, takes off. So here you go, has the guy in motion, fakes the handoff. Everybody's kind of sliding to the left. It opened up the seam down the middle, and then a nice little move there by Foreman. Little stop and cut to the right, and it helped him get another extra 10, 15 yards out of that on the tail end.
How about 38 yards for Foreman, the biggest gain of the night for the Braves. And now they go to the running game again. And no play, and there's Gephardt again. There's a look at the two-way player. Alexander stopped.
Is that the first carry? That's not the first carry of the night for Trey, right? He's had a few now, 2 or 3. But that puts him over 100. He came into tonight 99 carries, 558 yards, 8 touchdowns on the ground. So, he's been kind of carrying the load on the offense here for this Braves team. Just a sophomore for Alexander, but he plays a little bit older than that.
He fights here inside the 15. He got down to the 13. And he's going to be about 2 yards short of a first down. And a big third down coming up. I think it's third down and a long 3 from where they put the football. 4:20 and ticking in the second. Delsea out of timeouts. And the Braves have all 3, and
yeah, they have 2.
And they just took one.
Warning on the defense.
Yeah.
No, it's a sideline warning on the defense.
Okay. I thought maybe they called one there to. It would be a great time to call one if you ask me.
Yeah.
Third down. This is a must gain here. You got to get this first down.
No yardage with the sideline warning. Third and short, handoff, and how about that play? Alexander is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great play by 56, Jaden Reyes. We called his name before, and he made that happen defensively, got right through the right side.
Junior middle linebacker, he's 6 foot, 220. Good speed as he was able to kind of crack the code on that one and really read it nicely.
You can't have negative plays in third and short. Plus territory, you're down that much. Now it's fourth down, and you need 7. Foreman rolls out, throws far side. He's got a man. It is caught for the touchdown by Quan, and it's Jacob.
Love the play call here. Love the design because everyone's thinking run. Trey Alexander's going to try and bring it, up the gut perhaps, and then you roll Foreman out to the right, and then Quan comes from was he on the right side too? Yeah, I think he might have started split to the right, cut towards the post, and then went back towards the sideline there. Nice little route, nice little throw.
And it was, as you mentioned, that rollout to buy some time. What you needed. Juan found himself open in the end zone, and Foreman hit a strike. Snyder extra point is good. Braves are alive. It's 13-7, 3:19 to go in the second on BFA.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New Crafted Flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only from Pizza Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or out-stuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Officially a 19-yard touchdown pass. Tyson Foreman to Jacob Quan gets the Braves back on the board. 13-7. 3:19 to go until halftime.
Again, love the play call there for the touchdown. Love the execution of it, even better. Foreman did a great job of faking on the play action. They bit. He's able to roll out to the right, and he's got Quan going with him to that same side and making the catch.
Nasir Hart back deep for this kick. From Snyder. And he booms that one way back. Takes Hart back to the 3. Hart to the 20, near side. And he gets to the 25-yard line.
Good coverage, good directional kick. He put it in that corner there on the left side, and they were able to kind of hem him in and not really let him find any real running room. It was well done, well executed by Williamstown special teams there.
Mike Jones on the special teams play. And they do mark it at the 25, and Delsea's had the ball 3 times. They've scored 2 touchdowns. They fumbled 1, and they have yet to put a ball in the air.
And again, it's not a surprise. This is Delsea football. This is what you see from the Crusaders. You're going to see a tight formation. Frequently, you're going to see 2 and 3 running backs back there. You know, and that's what they do.
Yeah, Bart, handoff, Shepard. Across the 30-yard line.
The key here is Delsea has no timeouts, Chris, so that kind of works in the Braves' favor. As long as they can keep any big plays from happening, you can give up a first down or 2. Just don't give up the big play.
Elijah Campbell with the stop. Keep in mind, the clock does stop for first downs only. Inbounds, but then they wind it again. So to Mike's point, yep, I think at some point they might have to look into the hurry up here for Crusaders.
Right, if they want to go that route, or you play it safe and just go into the locker room with the lead. But
Braves.
Williamstown has all 3 timeouts, so they certainly can stop the clock, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
On the fake, and they've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
And now you got to call timeout, right? You just got him for a loss. I would think you'd call timeout here.
Sheldon Lewis with the penetration and a big tackle for loss on Gebhardt. And as you mentioned, the Braves do call the timeout. Frank has 2 left.
Yeah, that's a good time for it because you got a good stop there. Now you're looking at I guess what's it, 3rd and long here? Or is it said they did get a first down in the last play? So
no, they didn't. It's 3rd down.
Right, yeah. So it's 3rd and probably somewhat long. So I would certainly. That's why I said call timeout right away. Get that clock stopped. Get the ball back.
We committed a Cardinal Senate crew last week. We gave a team an extra down.
Ooh.
It was at the quarter change.
Ooh.
And everybody on the crew said it was 3rd down. So I went with 3rd down. But when I replayed it on the video, and of course I have the microphone. Mm-hmm. 2nd down play, quarterback sacked, holding was declined.
That's where they got you.
Result of the play, 2nd down, because I looked at the box. And the box only had a 2, but I had a 3rd down. Then I had a 4th down, and then we switched to quarters. It was a mess. But anyway, that'll never happen again. So the ball is back at the 25-yard line.
So 3rd and 10 here.
So it's
huge.
now 3rd and 10. It was a 5-yard loss on the play.
Interesting, they got Van Auken split out wide to the near side here. He's typically lined up close to the line on the tight end.
Misdirection, and Shepard off the left side will not get it. So 4th down, and now what do? You
got a punt.
You hear the fans down there call timeout.
Now I don't know that I'd do that here.
Frank knows what he's doing.
You got the 1, but I think you want to save 2 for your offense.
Brian Cope on the sideline.
Although I could see both sides of that for sure. I mean, yeah, because now it is going to run all the way down to about 122.
If Frank doesn't want to call a timeout here, then this ball won't get snapped until 124. You see the Crusaders pointing. Van Auken is in punt formation. And he gets it away, and it's a low-line drive. Takes a bounce and goes back towards the Braves, and it's down to the 36-yard line. So a 31-yard punt, and it's down on special teams by Nico Gebhardt, who I'm going to assume is Milo's younger brother. He's a sophomore. So the Braves, the situation, 1:15, 2 timeouts left. and they're at the 36-yard line. They do get the ball back to start the second half, and you see, despite the miss, Cole Snyder does have a pretty strong leg.
Yeah, and he's proven he can connect from 40 and in for sure. So, you know, do you want to have a long field goal? No, you want to get it in the end zone, and you've got 1:15 and 2 timeouts to do it.
And Foreman did it with his legs on a big run, and he did it through the air on a big touchdown pass as well. So on first down, you've got 3 wideouts to the top of the screen. Foreman to put it up. Chased out of the pocket, and he's going down. Van Auken was down there, but he also had trouble from Isaiah Chester, the senior number 31. That's a huge loss. Delsea can't stop the clock, and I think right now it might be a good idea for the Braves to run it out.
Yeah, you might want to sit on it here, let the clock run, take a knee, and that'll do it for the half.
That's just a killer.
Second time Van Auken's been in there in the backfield, whether he got credited for a full sack last time or a half, and that time he may have gotten a half as well. But if he's got 2 halves, that's a whole.
Yeah.
And he's got 4.5 on the season minimally. Maybe he's up to 5 if they gave him 1 full sack on one of those 2 plays.
15-yard loss, and they decided they are going to take a knee. And that will do it. The Braves will get it to start the second. Could have been worse, but we're at halftime tonight on BFA. Delsea 13, the Braves 7.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
Want to know why no one outpizza the Hut? Pizza Hut meat lovers' melts are filled with almost a half a pound of meat and cheese for just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. That's why no one outpizzas the Hut. I do it big. With the Pizza Hut Big Dinner Box, however you want a dinner, we got you covered. Big time. I do it big. The Big Dinner Box. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings or pasta. Oh, hello.
Check it out.
Try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna
The Braves, your team. For the Delsea Crusaders, taking the time official, Cassandra Green. After John Brown. We're done with the field, the Williamstown High School marching grade. Performing that 125 bell. Sweet Pipe. This is marching that bell for Child's Nightmares and People's Music from Writings on the Wall from Jamestown Sector by James John Napier and Samuel Frederick Smith. Hello, right now, Larry Blue Atkins and Gregory Allen Preston and Say Alive by the Bee Gees. The design team, music arrangements by Matt Hightower, Val Cruz, and Fan and Musical Productions. Percussion arrangements by Calvin Warren III and Ryan Mathis. Electronic sound design by Sean Desenier. Drill design by Sam Brooks. The instructional staff, band director, Val Cruz. Assistant director, Bill Graff. Percussion staff, Ryan Mathis and Kamora Scott. The photograph staff, Gia Parada. The instructional staff, electronic Sean Desenier. Student leadership, drum majors, Jackson Sage, Cameron Johnson, and Vander Bodio. Field captain Coach Lee, Woodwind section leaders Ava Bjork and Josh Gaylor. Brass section leader Olivia Montenegro, battery section leader Curtis Stallings. Front ensemble section leaders Emma Gayesky Gray and Kendall Pino, and the photograph section leaders Candace Greenbelson, Paige Schwinn, and Serena Miguel. The panel would like to thank all the WHS parents, volunteers, and administration for their continued support. We hope you enjoy our performance. Drum majors, is your band ready? Performing our 2025 program, Sleep Tight, Williamstown High School marching grades. We will now take the field in halftime performance.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
Want to know why no one outpizzas the Hut? Pizza Hut meat lovers' melts are filled with almost a half a pound of meat and cheese for just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. That's why no one outpizzas the Hut.
I do it big.
With the Pizza Hut Big Dinner Box, however you want a dinner, we got you covered. Big time.
I do it big.
The Big Dinner Box. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings or pasta. Oh, hello.
Check it out.
Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable Cheesy Bites pizza in Ranch Lover's Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites pizza in new Ranch Lover's Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like,
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom!
And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only at Pizza Hut.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
The new crafted flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New crafted flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only from Pizza Hut.
Welcome back to Williamstown as we get ready to start the second half. Here we are. There's Lozzi along with Mike Shute. And yes, when you do get close to 60 years old, sometimes you need the readers. But, and I have the highlights here from the first half, so let's start with that. It was right out of the chute, Mike Shute. You had a long 62-yard run by their quarterback, Milo Gephardt, set up the Crusaders, and before you knew it, they had a 7-0 lead to start the game.
Yeah, bang, first drive right off the bat. Gephardt with that long run, the longest play from scrimmage for Delsea this season, it looks like, and that was huge to get them started off on the right foot there. And Williamstown a little bit slow to the start, not really reacting there on that first drive. And again, Gephardt just took off down the far sideline with that big gainer, and that's what really got them jump started. Obviously put them in position to score that first touchdown.
Not much at all offensively for the Braves in the earlier part of that first half. A couple of punts and missed field goal. They give up another touchdown, 8-yard run. Adrian Shepard, but the blocked extra point kind of gave them some life, and guess what? They went down the field. They started the 40. It's a 60-yard drive because this guy Cordero does not want to kick the ball to Tyson Prunty, and you can blame him. But nice play, 19-yard touchdown pass. Tyson Foreman out of the pocket and found Jacob Kwan.
Yeah, it was a great play by Foreman. Made some space for himself and was able to get open, get some room and make the toss.
Squib kick to open the second half. And again, across the 40-yard line, the Braves are going to have great field position. You got to wonder at some point, maybe you want to try and kick it deep. And I'm not sure. I think it was Jacob Kwan. He recovered and at the 42-yard line. So Tyson Foreman and the Braves, 13-7 that they trail. And again, great field position to start.
Yeah, and they've had this every time they've had a kickoff return. They're, as you said, Chris, you described it again, they're just kind of kicking it into the ground. They want to keep the ball out of Prunty's hands. You see him waving towards the sideline there at the bottom of your screen, just above our clock. And now Mr. Prunty disappears behind the third quarter yellow lettering there.
Fortunately, we see him live, though. He's at the bottom of the screen. First down, Braves. It's the sweep. And on the jet, Carney caught. Loss of 2 on the play. Great defense. Mulhern was there for the Crusaders. Loss on the play.
Mulhern does a really nice job from the linebacker spot. He just comes up and reads plays and just stuffs plays pretty well, and you get a flag 12 seconds into quarter number 3.
they're reacting like it's against the Braves. But now there's no whistle, so it was holding. So the 4-yard loss, they declined the foul, and it's 2nd and 14. It was a hold up the middle. The flag disappeared in the middle of the line of scrimmage. And Foreman to put it up. Got protection. Deep over the middle. It's caught by Carney. Inside the 25-yard line. A big gain. And we talked about it. If you can get over the top of this defense, you can loosen them up. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, look at the throw here. Foreman has a pretty good amount of time. Good little chip block by Trey Alexander there to keep the linebacker coming from the outside. Gave Foreman the time. And then Carney on the run gets open down the middle. And again, this is what I was talking about in the first half, right? Delsea wants to keep possession of the ball, keep it out of the hands of Williamstown, because the Braves do have playmakers, and I'm not sure that Delsea has that same amount of playmakers that Williamstown does.
Alexander is stopped by Reyes at the line of scrimmage, and he's having a monster football game. The junior Jaden Reyes.
Van Auken in there as well, number 11 for the Crusaders. The UConn commit.
So loss of 1 and 2nd down and 11. But what a big, big pass play. "41-yard pass play." And we had movement, and it was Ezeraku on the right side. I think he moved first. Mike Walker.
Full start. Offense number 11. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Yep. It's on Ezeraku, so now it'll push the ball back. To a 2nd down and more like 14 yards to go. 2 minutes gone, 3rd quarter. Braves on the move. Chance to take the lead. Foreman in the pocket. Zips it. Caught. Prunty, his first catch, and he's down inside the 15. He'll be short of a first down by about 2.
The Braves' leading receiver gets his hands on the ball finally here early in the second half. It's taken them a while to get it to him, but he makes plays.
And again, Foreman on the money.
Prunty leading the team in receiving yards with 276 coming into the day. Also a team-high 15 catches and a team-high 2 touchdown receptions.
They spotted at the 13, so it's 3rd down and about 3. And Foreman is wiped out again. Reyes is back there, and he had help that time. Unbelievable defensive play again by Jaden Reyes.
Another sack. That's the 3rd of the day for Foreman. So they've been kind of all over him.
I'm not sure you would call it a sack if it was, I mean, it is, but a jailbreak to meet at Foreman, and now 4th and 9. They need the 10-yard line to keep the drive going. No kick. Foreman rolls out, looks, breaks 1 tackle, and is chased down. He will not get the first down, and Van Auken smothered him. And the ball goes over on downs. The Delsea defense gives up the big pass play, but they shut down the Braves and they take over on downs.
Watch Van Auken come from the right side, fights off the block. Foreman gets away from 1, but Van Auken keeps pursuit, right? Stays with the play and is able to wrangle Foreman down from behind, coming from the near side all the way to the far side of the field. So that's great pursuit by Van Auken to make that play. Didn't stop, right? Kept the motor going despite getting chipped, stayed with it, and makes the play.
Good word, wrangled.
Yeah, sure. I'm a wordsmith.
Yes, you are. First down for the Crusaders as they get the stop. And it is on the end. Looks like he wanted to throw the ball, believe it or not, in the sheer heart. You see how he was carrying the ball? He got a couple, he went out of bounds. You see that?
I don't know what was going on there. Interesting.
Do you remember when...
Let's see. Take another peek.
A lot of color analysts, remember they used to refer to as he's carrying it like a loaf of bread. Right?
That was a pretty good fake up the middle there.
Right.
I see what you're saying, before that, but I don't think he was had any thoughts of chucking it. sling that one around a little.
6 yards for Hart, 2nd down and 4. And Gephardt up the middle, and that's not going to get a first down. It's Zaraku. Got Shepard at the line of scrimmage, and 3rd down and short coming up.
Big play by Zaraku there, keeping them to 3rd down here. That's really what you want. You want to keep Delsea in 3rd down situations here. Don't let him pick up first downs on 2 plays. But 3rd and 1, gonna be tough to keep this Delsea running attack from picking up a yard. Good look at Mr. Ezaraku there.
Aiden. EZ, they call him. Big play, 3rd down 3. Handoff, Shepard, and he's close with that last reach as Alexander grabbed him. It'll depend on the spot. Looks like they're short. You can see Walker coming in. No signal.
No, I thought he had that easily, but
4th
apparently
down.
not. I guess they said he was down before he made that reach, Chris. I thought maybe with that reach as he was going down, but they said he was down before that.
4th and 1 from your own 28. Gephardt, push. No movement. I don't think he got it. It's close. They'll look at the spot, but I don't think he got it. Now everybody's going to point fingers. Everybody's going to point. And the only opinion that matters is his, and it's a first down, Delsea.
They didn't even measure it. I mean, wouldn't you at least ask them to measure it before they move the sticks?
Mike Walker says no, it's a first down, move the chains, and the Brave bench is screaming at Mike Walker now. Not even a measurement, but a first down for Delsea at the 28. Oh, the Braves almost got the stop that they really needed. Halfway through the 3rd already.
Again, though, so hard to stop that. This Delsea offensive line, year in and year out, is always just full of guys that really can get the job done, leading the way.
Shepard left side, no gain.
But give Aeneas Tavella a lot of credit on that 4th down play, Chris, the center. He really got off once he made the snap, he got up quick and kind of gave that extra push to really allow Delsea to get that first down. You know, and it's guys like that, right, in the trenches. You don't hear their name called on a, play-by-play basis, but they're the kids that are, really helping set the table for success. And that's, not just Tavella for Delsea, but, any high school football team. Some of those guys do the real work on these teams.
2nd and long. It's Shepard again. And he gets a couple more. So bring up a 3rd down and about 6 for the Crusaders. 5:15 to go. One thing is when you play Delsea, the games don't last very long, do they, Mike?
Well, they're all the same amount of time,
You know
right?
what I meant. You know what I meant.
But the clock doesn't stop, right? They
know
keep
what
it on
I
the
meant.
ground, and that's what I was talking about at the beginning of this one, right? About the plan, right?
Yep.
About you want to keep control of the ball, keep control of the clock, and you're keeping the Williamstown playmakers off the field. They've only had that one big play, really, for Williamstown. 2, I guess, with the other. But they're keeping the ball out of the playmakers' hands.
This time they bring it with Hart, and Hart has stood up. At the line of scrimmage, another 4th down coming up for Delsea, and this one's not 4th and 1.
And that's great work by the Williamstown defense there. Didn't fall for there was a lot of misdirection, a lot of things happening. Didn't fall for it. Stayed with the play, followed the ball carrier, and was able to shut that down. And I can't imagine Delsea's going to try and go for it here on 4th down. Now they're going to be punting. It's Van Auken.
So the Braves do get the stop. It was just another series later.
So Van Auken, the punter, his brother played soccer at Delsea, was the goalkeeper on the soccer team. He's also a pretty good baseball player. I believe he plays at the Coast Guard Academy, I think. Baseball?
This is big, but it is against Delsea, because if it had gone against Williamstown, it would have been probably close enough for Jason Volpe to go for it.
Yeah, Coast Guard Academy. That's where he plays baseball for them. And was a pretty good player at Delsea, obviously.
Very good shortstop.
Yeah.
High snap. Van Auken just gets it down, but look at this kick. I'm not sure the Braves got a piece of it, but what a break as it goes out of bounds at the Delsea 30-yard line.
So watch what happens here. Get a look at Van Auken. Well, we started to see Van Auken. We'll get a look now. This is 6'7", kid. If he's not 6'7", this is a Williamstown touchdown going the other way. He got it and we had to get it off quick, but off the side of his foot as he got kind of spun around, Chris, right? They came in rushing to try and get the block. They bumped him, spun him a little bit, and that ball just slid off the side of his foot, and it's only about a 15-yard punt tops, maybe less.
You want to know?
Yeah, I'd love to know. It's first and 10 to 33. So.
6.
Yeah. Oh, really? Was it that few?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you know what I don't like? They don't count it where it's kicked. They count it from the
from the line of scrimmage, right?
And I think that's what they're discussing now, where to put the ball. And it's going to be
33,
the 33-yard line. The Braves have a first down and another golden opportunity to take the lead.
And they had to take advantage of this. They didn't take advantage of the turnover in the first half, Chris. They got that fumble recovery, didn't take advantage of it. Got to take advantage of this.
Left side and nothing there. Trey Alexander and Elijah Campbell got thrown away. And second down and long. We're down to 3.5 to go here in the third. Just got a text, dear friend of mine. Do you remember last year when I introduced you to the superintendent of the Delsea school system?
Yes, of course.
Franny Ciciola.
Yes.
So Franny is tuning in. Of course, partisan because he's Delsea's superintendent, but he's rooting for me. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Well, you're
second down.
You'll neither win nor lose tonight, so.
Yeah, right. Foreman fakes, got room, far side, airs it out, and dropped by Ezeraku, but a flag is down. And I think Gephardt grabbed his jersey in his arm. And no, it's against Ezeraku. They're going to say it was on Ezeraku.
I don't know if we'll be able to see that
he
from
pushed
this replay.
Off.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to see that here, but.
Well, I saw it live, but I didn't.
Yeah, you can't see.
Wow. Wow, that's a big one. That's a 15-yarder. And puts the ball all the way back to the 41. Mike Walker.
We have 2 fouls, both on the offense. Holding, offense number 40, that penalty is declined. Pass interference, offense number 11, 15-yard penalty, second down.
Wow. Big one. Did you say the ball was at the 33?
Yes.
Well, guess where it's going now? Almost
at midfield, 48. 33 plus 15. They said math wasn't going to be involved, but I'm going to come up with 48 there.
40. Well, they got up to 47, so that means it was at the 32-yard line.
Okay.
They gave Alexander a yard on the carry. Mm-hmm. Wow. A killer penalty for the Braves.
But it's still second down.
Second and very long. I think you got to get a chunk of it here. Not to go for all of it. 2:53 to go in the third. 2 on the play clock. Foreman to put it up on the play fake, fakes it, runs, got room, and slides, gets inside the 40-yard line. So there's a good chunk of it, and a manageable third down now coming up.
And that's a little bit of a cheat code that you have when you got a guy like Foreman, right? Like, it's an obvious passing situation, right? And everybody knows it. Williamstown did a good job blocking. Delsea did a good job in coverage. But then Foreman is the wild card. He can take off and run with it, and that's what he does there, and picks up a little bit, gets you something. It looks like 8 or 9 yards there, about 8 yards. So a good pickup on second down there.
3rd and 15. Foreman rolling out again. Chased, throws, and dropped. That pass hit Carney right in the shoulder pad. He couldn't come up with it. Incomplete 4th down, and I would imagine they would go for it again.
That's a tough catch, though. I mean, if he does catch that, you're still questioning whether he even is able to stay in bounds with it. So it would have been a tough play either way. It will be 4th down now. And, the problem here is you're not kicking a field goal. and you're not going for it either. You're going to punt because it's 4th and too long, 4th and 15. Now the idea is let's pin them back inside the 10, please.
So since you said please?
Yeah. Oh, that's what the coaching staff would say, right?
Boys run. Here it is. Pooch kick. And fielded by Gephardt, and he is dumped immediately. Right at the 6-yard line. 34-yard punt, effective. Delsea all the way back at their own 6-yard line with 1:58 to go here in the third. And I just got a response from Franny Ciciola. Let's see if do I want to share this with you guys or what?
Well, in the meantime, let me tell you about that punt, right?
Go ahead.
That's exactly what you needed if you're Williamstown. You wanted that ball to stay in the field of play and make him collect it either with clear people around him or kick it out of bounds ahead of the goal line. Did a great job there for Boys Rand. I think he's been a little bit underappreciated this year. I think he's done a nice job. After the first game, things were a little loose, but everybody on special teams has tightened that up for sure.
Shepard with a first down carry to get some room, and he is out past the 10-yard line, but the whistles, we got a flag down. Let's see what we got here. Walker will tell us.
We do not receive a winner. The next
We have no foul on the play.
We'll draw a new
Second down.
So we have no foul. That's it. There you go.
Now, you've been saying Mike's name all night. Is Mike the same Mike Walker that was a quarterback at Widener?
He was.
And he was a South Jersey guy, too, right?
Yeah.
Is he from, I want to say he's down the shore, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
I forget, but I do remember him at Widener for sure.
Look at this. Look at them come out of the huddle real fast here. On 2nd and 11, and they push and push off the right side. Gephardt only got a few. So, let's see, 3rd down and short. Or did he get a first down? Kwan made the stop for the Braves. He did not. It is a first down. So they got it out to the 16-yard line. So they were at the 6, and they got it to the 16. So a fresh set of downs, and Franny responds, always in Lozzie's corner. Then he put that stupid, what is that emoji you call that? Smiley, like a no good smile face. Who's a kid?
He's laughing.
He is.
He's always in your corner.
That's right,
And
Franny.
he's laughing about it.
You know it. First down, Shepard pinballs his way for about 4. And that will not end the quarter. They'll have to run another one.
Worker, by the way, he held the school record at Widener for touchdown passes, I think. He had 32 in 2001. The record no longer stands, but he did hold that record there for Widener. I guess didn't they used to be the Pioneers before they changed to the Pride, if I'm not mistaken? We'll have to ask him after the game.
Well, they got a break. They started the play clock late, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. It'll be 2nd down for the Crusaders when we come back. 13-7 Delsea on BFA.
Check it out.
Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable Cheesy Bites pizza in Ranch Lover's Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites pizza in new Ranch Lover's Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom!
And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only at Pizza Hut.
That is Nick Penza's camera view. He's on the sideline tonight, and that is the Williamstown defense and defensive coordinator Mike Seidenberg. 13-7, Delsea in front. Who brought a dog to the football game again?
Somebody. I didn't think that was. It must be a service dog, Chris.
You like the music?
That's the only thing that's allowed is a service dog.
I've seen puppies.
No. Really?
I have.
I didn't think that was allowed.
No, I have, yeah. So we start the fourth. And it'll be a second down and 7 for the Crusaders at the 20. How about we close the door in the booth?
Or the window.
Yeah. No,
Down
no,
in
no,
front.
no, no.
Down in front.
Close that window. We'll suffocate in here. You know that. Here we go. From the 20 for the Crusaders, we start the fourth quarter. Hernandez is in motion. Hernandez gets the handoff, and Hernandez is dropped at the 26-yard line. So close to a first down. He got it. First down, Delsea. And they go back again. I can say back to the running game, but back to an effective running game.
Right. So Delsea trying to stop a 2-game losing skid. Williamstown trying to continue a 2-game winning streak. And like I said, Delsea lost 4 of their last 5. The only win in that stretch was a Classic Division victory over Timber Creek, 21-6. A team that beat the Braves by a similar score, maybe a little bit. What was it, 27-6? I think that loss.
Score at the end.
26-7.
Shepard stood up. First down carry. Moving Lozada.
Everybody was in on that. Lozada, Ezaraku.
Yep,
somebody was on the left side there. I didn't catch the number.
It's a blur, my friend. Oh, and by the way, because we had an extended halftime, thank you for getting that salad run. That was pretty good.
Hey, anytime. It was like the cannonball run. Well, it was a lot different than last year.
Oh
Chris calls me on the phone. Mike, I'm not feeling too well. Can you bring me some tea?
Well, I
had to stop at the Wawa in Franklinville on the way to Delsea there on Delsea Drive. Pick up a little cup of tea for little Chris.
Gephardt keeps and got a couple. It'll be third down and about 6 for the Delsea offense. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
The funny thing about the tea, Chris, so I'm sitting there looking, and they have all these different tea bags. I'm like, what the heck? I'm going to pick the wrong one. I was like, well, you know what? I'm just going to text them. What kind of tea do you want? They had black tea, orange pico. I'm like, what do I choose?
Listen to me, 38 years of doing this, that was probably the worst voice I've ever had. And everyone made fun of me. But some people actually, were kind and they were concerned for me. Or you were right.
And some people were concerned and bought you tea.
That's exactly right. Oh, my goodness. Gephardt throws with the left hand. He got a first down. Van Auken. And he emphatically signals that first down. First pass of the night, and that fooled everybody, including us in the booth. And you heard the coaches, too, moan right above us.
But this is great. Watch Van Auken break out, and they step back and they throw. And it's got to be a shock to everybody when, it's a throw, right? When it's a pass. But Van Auken, that's what he does in this offense, and as he runs over to the sideline to take a break, but makes a big play there to get the first down. But that's what they do with him, right? They can utilize him. He's got the size. He's got the good hands. They can use him in that situation, and it's very effective when they do it.
The 43, Gephardt keeps, and he's out the midfield. That's a good 7-yard gain on first down. Jacob Kwan on the stop with Ezaraku. Jacob Kwan, of course. It's a 19-yard touchdown reception from Tyson Foreman. It's the only Brave offense tonight.
But just to reemphasize, too, Chris, how infrequently the Crusaders throw the ball. Again, that's Van Auken.
That's a good word.
His 6th catch of the season. It puts him over 100 yards for the season. But, again, he's the team leader in receptions with 6. So that shows you how infrequently they throw the football.
It's second down and 3. With Hernandez in motion, they go around to the right side, and Williamstown is able to make the stop for no gain on the sheer heart. So that's good defense for the Braves. And it's third down and short.
Jacob Kwan just reaching out, grabbing the ankles, and making the play.
So officially no gain, third down, ball at the 50.
So I was thinking of this whole Delsea offense, right? It's like that commercial. We don't throw the ball that often, but when we do, we throw it to Van Auken. Fingers pointing at the Delsea
offense number 73, 5-yard penalty, third down.
So a false start is going to push back the Delsea offense even further. So now it's going to be a 3rd down and 8. Xavier Wilson.
And that's huge.
No, sorry, it was Zion John, 73, was guilty of the false start.
It's huge, though, because now you're looking at 3rd and 8 as opposed to 3rd and 3. It's a whole different ball game now if you're the the Williamstown defense. But now that Delsea's added that wrinkle of the pass, now you got a couple things to worry about here if you're Williamstown, and they're calling for help over there.
They are staying with the run, and about 5+1. They got the penalty +1, but now they're going to stop the clock. And it looked like it was a fumble, but they're already dead. There's Reyes again. And 4th and 2, and it's right in front of Volpe in the Delsea sideline. What do you do?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can take the chance here to give Williamstown this field position. I think you've got to punt it away if you're Delsea, but they may go for it. What they'll probably do, though, is let the clock run down. This is what I do. Let the clock run down, then call timeout when there's, 3 seconds on the play clock, and then figure out.
Somebody go find that dog. Right by the microphone. Here we go, 4th down. Push, and no, they didn't get it. They did not get it. Gephardt is stopped short. The Braves are going to take it. That spot on the far side, nowhere near the line to gain. Nowhere near it. No chance. And there it is. The Braves get the stop with 6:24 to go. I mean, I had my eyes on that line judge the entire time. No chance that they got a 1st down there. Watch it again.
They went quick.
Eziraku.
They went quick once they stepped up. I mean, they didn't go fast right away, but once they got to the line of scrimmage, they snapped it quickly, trying to maybe catch Williamstown sleeping a little bit, but, or at least a little bit of an element of surprise. But Williamstown up to the task there. So now huge here. Last 6:20 is going to be huge.
Can they move the ball? Foreman to throw it. Leaks out. Prunty in open space. And he is down to the Delsea 45-yard line.
See, this is what Williamstown needs to do. They having trouble maybe getting Prunty the ball down the field. So, yeah, get him in open space out here. He goes in motion. You see him running towards us. He just kind of keeps leaking out, as you said, Chris. And he's wide open. Nobody within 7-8 yards of him when he catches the ball. And he's able to pick up good yardage. And did we get it? He's about 7, so 2nd and 3.
Reyes was the one that slowed him down. 2nd down, Alexander left side. 1st down inside the 40. And Trey Alexander goes down inside the 35-yard line.
This is the mix they need, Chris, right here. You see what they're doing. Throw, run. You can't just keep running it. Delsea is strong in the trenches, okay? But when you loosen them up, you threw it got to a guy in motion, now it gives them something else to think about.
1st down, Alexander again. He cuts back, and there's no room for him that time.
Yeah.
He's stuffed by Zion John again.
Delsea's saying they recovered the fumble in there. They're pointing the other way, but looked like he was down.
No indication, yeah.
Yeah, now they're putting up the 2.
But by putting up the 2, they're saying that the ball came out, and Alexander got it back, as opposed to that he was down already and they would blow it dead and point to the ground, which they did not do. There's a look at Trey Alexander.
Well, I thought they were putting up the 2 for 2nd down.
Yeah, but that means that it was a fumble recovery and recovered by the offense.
Okay.
Loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Foreman to the air. Protection breaks down. Foreman waves. Foreman backpedals, and his pass is ill-advised and it's picked off. And Reyes running through people, and Delsea's going to get it back on the turnover, and he's out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Tyson Foreman threw it into basically no man's land, nobody near it with a black jersey.
I don't know that it's so much no man's land, Chris, but watch how he throws it, right? He's on the run, he's scrambling, but he takes a step backwards here, right? So you're not getting the mustard on it that you want. He had somebody was coming across there behind that play, but he's going backwards and he doesn't get enough mustard on it to get it over that defender.
There were 3 Crusaders there around the ball, and with 4:24 to go, they spot it at the 34-yard line. Braves have all 3 timeouts and another wasted opportunity for this Williamstown offense.
And that's been one thing that Williamstown hasn't done a lot of this year, Chris, is turn the ball over, right? That's just the 4th interception thrown by Foreman all season, but it came at an awful time, and now you need a big defensive stand here. You still have all 3 timeouts, so it's not impossible.
Gephardt follows some blockers and is able to get 3.
And this is what you don't need, right, if you're Williamstown. Get out of the pile, let everybody get the ball out, because now the clock's running.
Play clock is right next to the game clock on our score bug, which you see at the bottom of the screen.
So 2nd and about 7.
At the 37-yard line.
They just took a couple of the big guys out. Van Auken went to the bench, as did Mulhern.
Gephardt, handoff, Shepard to the 40. We got 3, 3rd down and 4 coming up. What do you think? Do you call a timeout here and make sure your defense is on the same page on this play?
I think they just did.
How about that?
Somebody did. Now, whether it was the no, it was the Braves.
And I say it here, and it comes out there.
Yeah.
3:29 to go in the 4th. Timeout, Braves. We'll be back.
The new crafted flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New crafted flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only from Pizza Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
So they have 3rd down on the box, and now the graphic has been corrected. It's 3rd down and 4 for the Crusaders. 2 timeouts left for Williamstown. They just burned 1. And there's the score, 13-7, the Crusaders in front. Chris Lozzi, Mike Shute, BFA Sports crew here tonight. Williamstown Braves football delivered to you by Pizza Hut. Nobody, and I mean nobody, out-pizzas them.
Big play here. 3rd and 4. Williamstown defense needs to make this stop. Get the ball back, and not just make the stop, Chris, but they got to keep them at like 3rd and more than 2. 4th and more than 2.
Braves jumped, and that's going to get Delsea the 1st down. As Zaraku on the far side. That's another killer.
So now you're talking a fresh set of downs, and that timeout was for nothing because now you didn't get the stop, right? Now it's 1st and 10. That's a kill. That is a killer. That's a shame. But 1st and 10 at the 45 now.
And 2 timeouts to go.
And you can't count on a turnover. You really got to get the stops here because the way they run the ball, they're going to have it grip tight and keep it, keep it close to the body here. They're not looking for a big hit. They're looking just to keep the clock running. They want Williamstown to use their timeouts, keep the clock running, and move the chains. But we got a flag in the backfield.
This one has illegal motion.
Out.
Mike's Mike didn't work like that. Mike's Mike doesn't work.
Illegal shift, I guess that was?
Illegal motion. 5-yard penalty. So now the ball go back to the 40-yard line. The ball goes back to the 40-yard line. No. We're going to decline it.
Illegal motion, number 4 on the offense. That penalty is declined. 2nd down.
All right, so you're playing the clock game here, right? You don't want them to have the extra down.
Right.
And now you're really saying, defense, this is on you.
Right.
I'm putting the onus on you to get the stop here and not give up another 1st down.
So the ball is at the 47, and it's 2nd down and 8, and the Crusaders have 8 seconds to snap the ball.
But they have 3 timeouts, and they'll probably use one here. But give them credit. Give Williamstown credit for.
They got it off. Gephardt, right side, got to midfield. They ran that RPO again.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 5 here. But give credit to Williamstown here. A little bit of an unorthodox move to not take the penalty, right? A lot of times you'll see them just take that, or not just them, meaning Williamstown, but anybody, right?
Yep.
Now they take the timeout here, which still leaves them with 1.
So we bring it back to the booth on a night where it's a little chilly.
That's why I got the quarter zip.
That's what they
Maybe
call
I should zip
football
it up.
weather,
I don't know.
everybody.
I've been good.
I'm Chris. That's Mike. And as we come down to the end of this one, Williamstown had an awful lot of opportunities to really put some distance between them and Delsea, and they just couldn't get it done so far.
At least a couple, right, where they had chances early. They had the turnover, Chris, that they didn't cash in on, right? And then they did get the ball later down in Delsea territory, around the 30 or something, and they couldn't take advantage of that either. So that's been the shortcoming tonight, is not taking advantage of the opportunities. On the other hand, the defense has done a good job of really kind of snuffing out Delsea's chances. So I think right now it's one more time for the Williamstown defense here. They have to get it done on this play, get the ball back in the offense's hands, and it's going to be one last opportunity for the Braves offense to finish the job.
Ball at midfield, 3rd down, 5. 1 timeout left for the Braves, 2:53 to go. And keep in mind the Gephardt hard count, who was able to get Ezeraku to jump last time. We got another whistle. This one's going to go against the offense.
That's big.
Somebody moved on the
Ball start.
Crusaders.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Now, Chris, in a situation like this, right, the clock said 2:53 when the ball was snapped. If the offense has a penalty, why does the clock not reset?
Inside of 2 minutes in high school, you would give the option to the team that got offended. Frank Fusatola is saying,
I mean, it was a dead ball situation, so why would the clock start? Like, if it was a, right, there was a timeout that Williamstown just called. Why did the clock, it did go back to 2:53.
It's not going to run.
No, it went back to 2:53.
Yeah.
So, right, it shouldn't have run. That's what I was wondering.
It's only if they're,
Good. I'm right then.
You are, because the play didn't go off.
Exactly.
Now they pass it underneath, and it was dropped by Van Auken. It might have been behind him, and that's a gift for the Braves because it stops the clock with 2:50 to go, and it's 4th and 10. And a Delsea punt coming up. The Braves have 1 timeout left, and they keep getting chances, and this one probably, if you remember the last time, it was a high snap, and Van Auken shanked it. You want to get Prunty here. He's back there. Another high snap. Van Auken got it down and got the kick away. And it's a good one, and here we go. Here comes Prunty. Right side. Cross the 40, cross the 45, and good field position up at the 47-yard line. The Braves are 53 yards away, 1 timeout left, and 2:37 to go, and there are no flags on the field.
Man, Prunty got kind of folded in half there, it looked like. He's still kind of shaking that off. That was a little bit of a rough hit there. Just a lot of traffic, a lot of bodies in motion. But yes, a great return and exactly what you needed. Get the ball in Prunty's hands, whatever it takes, right? This time the defense did the job, gets the punt, and again, it gives one of your playmakers, one of your electric guys, a chance to cook, right? And he cooked up a good 27-yard return there, minimal. Might have been more than that.
Here we go.
Plenty of time, no panic.
Starts from the 48. Foreman looks left, going to run for it. Gets to the sideline, still going. Good run on 1st down. He's down to the Crusader 43.
I just want to see him tuck that ball away a little safer, Chris. He had it out there, and I was worried they were going to slap it out because of the way he was holding it with one hand. I know he's still thinking about throwing it, but once you get across that line of scrimmage, tuck that bad boy away.
They are going to rule that he was short of the 1st down by a yard, which I think is a good thing for the Braves. The clock is stopped. You've got 3 downs to get a yard. I say you take a shot deep here. What do you say?
Well, let's see where Prunty is. Prunty's at the top of your screen, so he's the guy that you're going to go to.
Here come the Crusaders on a blitz, and Foreman gets it away. That's Alexander. Nice move inside the 40, and the Braves have a first down, and he got out of bounds. Stops the clock with 2:22 to go. The ball is at the 36. First down, Braves.
That's a good play, and watch here in the mix. Alexander comes around from the right side, from the left side of Foreman, and rolls through the line. Right there, though, he ran into one of his own guys, where he might have been able to break that out towards the center of the field. So a little bit of a tough break, but again, you want to keep the ball, keep possession, keep the clock running. You don't want to leave Delsea with too much time either.
Foreman looking, airing it out, deep down there, caught! Down at the goal line, flag is down. Prunty with the catch. Is it that? Tell me what it is. Did he push off?
Did he push off, or did
I don't know.
Quan run into somebody down there? It might have been inadvertent. It's hard to tell. I mean, obviously we couldn't quite see in the massive play
this
people
is
down there.
Huge call. This is a huge call. I saw nothing. But you know what? You got Hart down there. They're going to call offensive pass interference.
Pass interference, offense number 1, 15-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Oh my goodness, that's a killer. That's a terrible killer. Oh my. Now we couldn't really tell, but I thought it was Hart in coverage, and I just thought he lost his footing. But
Yeah,
the
maybe.
ball back at midfield now, unbelievable.
I don't know if the field camera caught a better angle, but yeah, it's hard to say.
I don't know.
I was busy watching Foreman because he was under
So
some
was
pressure.
I.
And I was worried because he was stepping backwards again, Chris. And that was a little bit of a concern.
Because the blitz was coming.
Yeah. But that's how he got picked off the first time.
It was. Big loss, Foreman. Gonna roll out, and he falls. Down at the 45-yard line. What a killer flag. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Down. It's their third and final
Braves have
timeout.
to call their final timeout. Well, this crew has been known to throw a lot of flags, and tonight they threw a lot of them. And, you know, only the tape will tell you, but as we come back to the booth, you know, as an official, you know, you always give them the benefit of the doubt, right? But you got to make sure that clearly was offensive pass interference.
Well, from what we saw on the replay, you saw the player for Delsea was down on the ground, number 6, Hart, right? He was down.
Yep.
The kind of collection of evidence makes you think
Frank
that
doesn't think
somebody
so.
knocked somebody over. And the official was kind of right there in the corner, so.
Frank doesn't think so. And now remember, Frank has eyes up in the booth. Assistant coach, Pat Gallagher, he's up there. And they're going down to him and telling him what they saw. And that's just, that. You got to make the calls, I get it. All right, I get it. But make sure it's there. That's all I would say, is make sure it's there. And now look what we got.
Second and a lot.
A long way to go for Tyson Foreman. And he's only able to get to midfield.
Gets about 5.
They got to get moving. And at 40 and running, no timeouts left for the Braves. You're going to have to air it out again. Third down in a bundle. Wow.
And listen, I'm thinking here,
wow,
you got to expect a Delsea blitz, right? I think if you can get Trey Alexander just underneath that layer of blitzing players coming in, you might be able to break something here.
Here they come.
They don't blitz.
Foreman's going to run out of it. Hits the sideline. And then is there a late one? And there comes the flag. They're going to get a break on a late hit out of bounds.
After the play? Okay, all right. We're going to result of the play. We're going to result of the play. It's going to be 4th down.
It's going to be
56. It's going to be fourth down. We got personal foul, late hit out of bounds.
Game. And Mike is on.
He's got the opposite, yeah.
After the play, personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Defense number 56, 15-yard penalty, fourth down.
So remember, it's not an automatic first down. It's a 15-yarder. The down will count, and it puts the ball down to the 30-yard line. They need the 25 to keep the game alive.
So fourth and five.
And you got to go with a hard count here. You got 4 wide receivers. Foreman. The game here, rolls out, runs, slides, got a first down out of bounds.
Wow.
Big play by Tyson Foreman, keeping the game alive.
That's a wow. What a play, because not only of just the speed, Chris, and the ability to find that seam, but that play, if you watch, that's to the short side of the field, right? So there's not a lot of space there to operate in. Foreman found a little bit of a gap and was able to just exploit it and get through there. So now you got a minute, 25 yards to cover. It's definitely doable.
At the 25, Foreman rolling out. First down. Rifles it. Caught to the 15-yard line. Depend on the spot. They did get a first down. I believe that was Carney with the catch.
And that'll stop the clock as they move the chains.
51 seconds.
Yep.
That's the chop house. Clock is running. 43 seconds. Braves up to the line. 15 yards away. Foreman to throw it to the end zone. It is incomplete for Prunty. Clock stopped with 27 seconds left, and it's second down.
That was a little bit of a risky play right there, I think. A little bit of a risky throw. Fortunately, it was out of bounds. Nobody could get to it, but that was in some traffic, and Prunty was well covered. Yeah, he's your guy, but he was well covered here. Nice job by the defensive back, Hart, and the ball was just out of the reach of both of those guys. But Hart, give him credit. Nice job staying with Prunty, because Prunty can fly, man. He's fast. He can break away from defensive backs. So Hart's doing a nice job, and he's uptight, press coverage against him up there at the top of the screen.
You got the middle of the field, too. Foreman in trouble, chased out by Reyes, and he falls down.
You got no
23 seconds left. You're out of timeouts. They're going to put the ball at the 32. Oh, my goodness.
Receivers got to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to wait for the receivers to get back. Here we go. Foreman looks, going to run for it. Gets through one, gets through two, and he gets down, but he lost the ball, and the clock is going to run out, and that is going to end the ball game.
Ooh,
this game is going to end on a Tyson Foreman fumble, recovered by Delsea, and it's over. 13-7, Delsea with a win. They end the Brave winning streak. They snap their losing streak. They even their mark at 4-4. Williamstown drops to 3-5. Unbelievable. As we take you back to the booth, unbelievable. Wow, what a finish.
Entertaining game. Both teams really played hard, really worked for it. And Delsea just made one more play, I think, than Williamstown. Their defensive line, Chris, was, I think, the difference tonight in terms of they pressured Foreman that whole drive. I mean, yeah, he made a throw, a big throw, but, they didn't allow for the Williamstown offense to make that big play they needed on offense.
They will be talking about that OPI penalty for quite some time, and I'm sure my phone is going to ring both ways, from the referee friends of mine. And again, we didn't see it, but, that's a gutsy call, and you just hope it was there, because it would have given the Braves first and goal at the 3.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but again, like I said, the evidence made it look like somebody got pushed down, and that somebody was wearing white, and the guilty party was wearing Williamstown black and blue tonight.
Yeah. Hey, tonight's game was produced and directed by David Virgilio. Brother Brian Virgilio is our statistician, and then you can see the teams out there. They have tremendous amounts of respect for each other. Good programs, of course. You know, they're good longtime rivals. And Delsea, and you know that I am very, very close with the superintendent, Franny Ciciola, who was paying attention to the game a little bit. Thank you, Franny. And their athletic director, Ken Schaud, is a great human being. So our thanks to him for helping us out with getting information that we need. And, of course, Dean Insana is #1 for Williamstown. And there's Frank Fusatola telling his guys that they played their hearts out again tonight, and a tough one. Cameraman tonight, Charles Hope at the 50-yard line, the best. Nick Penza's on the sideline. The executive producer of BFA Sports is Doug Stasic. Unbelievable. Any final thoughts?
All the points in this game scored in the first half, Chris. It was 13-7 at halftime. That's where it stood. So both defenses, brought it in the second half, did a nice job. But again, I just think the difference was Delsea's defensive line and offensive line, I think, overall won this game for them. They got the edge in terms of blocking and creating a little bit more for the Delsea offense, and the Delsea defensive line really got after Foreman. They forced that one interception because they were pressuring him, and then they were able to get to him in the second half and not really give him clean looks down the field. You see Foreman kind of walking into the huddle now. He was a little banged up when he made that slide down at the end, so hopefully he's okay. The sophomore QB, really bright future for this guy. He played his heart out tonight, played well, just couldn't get it done in the end. But, it's not a reflection upon him per se. And you see a bunch of his teammates going to him and saying, hey, you did a good job tonight and good work. So, it's, again, this is a young Williamstown team, right? And this is a game they can learn from. They've done it all year. They've learned. They've gotten better as the season's gone on. And they, have a chance to do that again going forward, right? They have got one more regular season game at Kingsway. Going to be a tough one, going to be a big one. But, at this point in the season, they're also looking at postseason now. They got 3 wins under their belt. They didn't reach the goal of getting to 500 for the first time at this point of the season since 2021. They were 4-4 that year at this point. They won that 8th game. Couldn't do that tonight, but certainly they've got bigger fish to fry going forward.
Absolutely. And again, postseason, they got in with 1 win last year, so they're going to be there, and they're getting better and better each week. And you just nitpick and you look at things that if they could only have done this different tonight instead of that, then they'd be in much better shape. But again, I go back to the official that I am. I go back to that call at the goal line, offensive pass interference, and again, I'm just going to say it. You just hope that it was definitely a foul. But I can tell you from the reaction of Frank Fusatola that he got word from upstairs that it probably wasn't a foul.
We'll see. We'll have to go back and check it out and see what what they saw and what happened. But again, that being said, I think Delsea won the game by what they did in the trenches, and their lines, I think, really just had the edge tonight, and that, I think, was the real ultimate difference in this one.
Well, that'll do it for us. Next week we're going to be at Kingsway to wrap up the regular season against the Dragons. So for Mike Shute, I'm Chris Lozzi. Thanks for joining us again tonight for Williamstown football. We will talk to you again next Friday. Again, the final score, Delsea 13, Williamstown 7. Talk to you next Friday night, the season finale at Kingsway. Good night, everybody.